Hello there, my beautiful friends. So it's been a freaking hot minute since I sat down here and filmed. It's been an entire week. I feel so weird about it. I was on a short hiatus, but alas, I am back just in time for Pay or Stay Away. As we all know, it's Monday, so it is the day that we talk about all the new makeup releases and what is new on the makeup market. So if you are interested in hearing about these new releases, then go ahead and keep on watching and let's jump right on in. But alright folks, let's go ahead and just jump straight into the new makeup releases with something that I think we've all been waiting for so freaking long from Viseart or Viseart or however the heck you choose to pronounce their name. They have announced that they're coming out with single shadows, which I am just like, I am so freaking ecstatic about. I have been wanting this for so long, and I know so many people out there have been wanting this too. Viseart is not a cheap brand by any means. Their palettes retail from 80 bucks to 250 bucks. Some of them are a little bit cheaper, but you get teeny tiny little baby-sized eyeshadow pans, so is it really worth it? You can be the judge of that, but nonetheless, their products are a pretty penny. Now, their products are very good, don't get me wrong, but they are most definitely a little bit of what you would call a splurge. So I am so happy to announce that they are coming out with single shadows. Now, these singles will be available on May 6th. They are dropping at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and they are going to retail for $12 per single shadow. They are also going to be selling just their empty standard magnetic palettes for $15, which is a great price. Now, these are all going to be their most requested shades, so they're basically coming out with 50 to start, and then they might add some more later on in the future. They're coming out with their regular mattes, their metallics, their crystalline highlighters, their chromatic foils, and their duochromes. And these are all curated from their series of Grand Pro palettes, so it's going to be basically the most popular shades from the Grand Pro 1 and 2, which are the super expensive, hefty, big boy price tag palettes. And they are also coming out with a few singles from the Theory and the Slim Pro Theory palettes as well. So we're getting a nice variety of their most popular shades from like every palette they've ever come out with, which is so freaking exciting. I am most definitely picking up some of their crystalline highlighter topper shades because I have been just so curious about them, but I haven't wanted to spend Viseart money on Viseart shadows, okay? Let's be completely honest here. But since they are coming out with singles, I can finally push that aside here and finally get my hands on some of their crystal formulas and their duochrome formulas and their foiled formulas. I'm so freaking excited, I can't even tell you. So I am most definitely, abso-freaking-lutely gonna be purchasing some of these. I think I'm gonna pick up some of their pinks, obviously, of course, and I'm gonna be picking up some of their purples. In particular, I know there's a crystalline formulated purple shade that is absolutely stunning. So yeah, I'm gonna be getting my paws on some of those, and I cannot freaking wait. So the next makeup release is something you guys were tagging me in, and I understand why completely. The second that I saw this, I was like, yep, that's gotta be mine. Sign me up for one of those. And this is the Colourpop Party Talk Super Shock Shadow Kit. That is a mouthful if I ever seen one, but this is available now. It retails for $30, and you basically get 6 different individual Super Shock shadows that are their glitter formula, which is a new formula, I think, from Colourpop. Colourpop comes out with so many formulas that I can't really keep up with how many formulas they have or what they've released and what they haven't released, if you're catching my drift. But these are their tie-dye eyeshadows that have glitter running throughout them. So of course, I picked this up. I picked this up the second that I saw someone tag me in it. Like, I legitimately remember clicking on the post, and it had been 18 seconds since she tagged me in the post, and I went ahead and purchased it immediately because this is my kind of makeup. If I see someone come out with something glittery like this, that is like a glittery formula that's been mixed into a basic metallic or basic shimmer and just gives a subtle amount of sparkle while still being very smooth on the eyes or wherever you choose to use it, then you can bet your bottom dollar that that will make its way into my collection because this is my kind of thing. So obviously, I purchased it. I am super excited to try these as well. They look super beautiful, they look super sparkly without being too overly sparkly. Like, we're not going into full glitter territory here, we're going into metallic with a subtle amount and subtle sheen of glitter running through it, which is totally my gig. Alright folks, but you know how this goes. We are all done with the mainstream Sephora and Ulta brands, so let's go ahead and jump right on into the more exciting section of the indie brand new makeup releases here. I always feel kind of bad saying that because I know not everyone agrees with me on my indie makeup standpoint and viewpoints, but I get so bored sometimes when I look at Trend Mood's Instagram. I can totally respect it, but it's just, it's not really my cup of tea, if you know what I'm saying. But kicking off the indie portion of Pay or Stay Away, we have yet again another release from Give Me Glow Cosmetics, which they have just been on a freaking roll lately with their releases, and I am totally here for it. I am loving it. They are coming out with the Juicy Olive palette. This will be available on June 1st at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You get 6 different shades for $30, and these are like big pans, so you're getting your money's worth when you purchase from Give Me Glow. Now, I have to say, they are absolutely one of my favorite brands in the entire universe. I have strictly Give Me Glow Cosmetics on my eyes right now, and they are absolutely phenomenal. So, although I love them, like, more than basically anything, I am finding myself not really being that attracted to this palette just because it's mostly greens. There's a few taupier shades in here, but mostly we're getting greens. We're getting olive toned greens, which in theory I want to like. I want this to be a part of my whole vibe that I have going on. But every single time that I've worn green makeup, I've had some white texter or some rude person on the internet tell me that I look like a dude or that I'm trying to look like a dude. And you know, as someone who identifies and just is a female, obviously very girly, it's not very nice for people to say that I look like a dude. So for that reason, I stopped using green makeup. I toned it down a little bit, and now I'm a little bit weary to try to use it again. I know that people with brown eyes can really benefit from green toned eyeshadows and whatnot, and purple toned eyeshadows, because it can make your eyes pop and make them look a little bit more exciting, because my poopy brown eyes are the opposite of exciting, let's face it. So scientifically, it should work all in theory, right? Yes, this has been backed by science, right? Don't take my word on that because I'm 99.9% sure this has never been backed by science, but nonetheless, theoretically, this should totally be my kind of thing. But because of my own personal insecurities and my own personal vendettas against people who say that I look like a dude, I am going to be going ahead and skipping over this palette, although I am very excited for the Vintage Rose palette that is coming out from them sometime in the future, probably sooner rather than later. They announced it around the same time that they announced the Juicy Olive palette, so I think that that'll be coming up soon, and I think that that'll be something that will be a little bit more suited for my style and suited for my makeup choices. Because unfortunately, I am a self-diagnosed insecure little child. And that's just the gosh darn truth. Well, that took a very strange turn of events now, didn't it? Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just move on from all of that nonsense and talk about the next new makeup release, which is from Slayve, which is a brand that I have never tried before. I don't know anything about them, and they announced they're coming out with the Soft Pastel Matte Collection. That's what I'm calling it. It doesn't have a collective name yet, but nonetheless, these are some beautiful soft pastel spring tones, and I am living for it. These are beautiful. Now, we don't have a date yet, we don't have a price, we don't really have anything announced other than we know what the eyeshadows look like, and that is more than enough for me to want to consider purchasing some of these. Those pinks, those peaches, those lavenders, yes, hello, give me more. They are perfect for spring. This whole collection is perfect for spring, and I love pastels. I love soft muted shades, and these are so up my alley. So Slayve, you have earned yourself a brand new customer, because I will most definitely be purchasing this whenever we find out that they are launching. These are gonna make their way right into my eyeshadow collection. And we've made it to the very final release. Unfortunately, it went by real quick today, but the final release that's coming out that I wanted to share with you guys today is from Emme Cosmetics, and this is another elusive makeup launch here. We don't have a price, we don't have details, hell, we don't even know what these products are. All we know is that they are these beautiful heart-shaped pans of Emme Cosmetics powder formula goodness here, and I will most definitely be picking these up because, you know, I've only tried one thing from Emme Cosmetics, but I must say that the one palette that I have from them is so phenomenal that I am willing to go out on a limb here and purchase something that I don't even know what it is. I'm willing to purchase it blindly without even knowing what this product is. Whatever it is, it might be a highlighter, it might be eyeshadows. I'm thinking more so that this is going to be a highlighter just because of the tone of this product. To me, it kind of looks highlighter-esque, if you will, but I really love the heart-shaped pan, of course. I still have not purchased anything in a heart-shaped pan, so once I saw Emme Cosmetics post this on their Instagram, once I saw they were coming out with this, I knew that I had to finally break my heart-shaped pan virginity here and purchase these. So I'm hoping that they're going to be eyeshadows or highlighters. Maybe they'll be something different, maybe blush, who really knows. Literally, it could be anything because they haven't told us. Our imaginations are free to run wild in this scenario until we find out further details, which of course I will keep you guys posted on in next week's Pay or Stay Away if they happen to let us know within that 1 week time frame, which fingers crossed, because I am really excited for this launch for whatever this product is. Alright my loves, but we have reached the end of Pay or Stay Away for this week. That went by really quickly. I feel like we didn't really have that many releases, although we had the same amount of releases that we always do. Plus my boyfriend just came home with some popsicles for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop off and dive face first into those because it is a very hot day here in Washington. But nonetheless, if you enjoyed Pay or Stay Away, then I would absolutely love it if you would give me a big old thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you want to stay in the loop with all of these new makeup releases. And as always, please let me know down in the comments how you guys are feeling about some of these launches, what you think some of these products are, in particular the Emme Cosmetics product. What do you think that's going to be? Because I am just on the edge of my seat waiting for them to announce what these products are. But nonetheless, I really hope that you enjoyed learning about the new makeup releases for this week, and thank you so much for joining me here today. I hope to see you next time. Bye!